All right. Hopefully you guys can hear me from where I'm sitting. Uh, yeah, it's me again. It's Jose, Mr. 707 Legend. I'm recording this with actually my mom's laptop, which is why the picture quality may not be the same as it is with the other updates I do. Because with that, I do it in my living room using my webcam. But today I just thought I'd do something different because it's a little bit more convenient to do it here in my room right now. So yeah, I got quite a few things to show you guys. And I'm just gonna a lot of couple. I got mainly DVDs of I got some TV show sets, two individual movies. Well, two individual movies, a box set of films, and then a couple video games. So let me just start off with the TV shows. Uh, and First off, I got the last three seasons of the X Files. You guys saw, I think my last update, I showed you guys that I had the first six seasons of it. So I decided to pick up the last three, and that is season 7, 8, and then season 9. It is a really good show. I remember this show from when I was a kid because I recognized a couple episodes from season 8. Um, but I think the biggest complaint I would have about this show is that towards the last season, especially in the last season, the episodes got kind of weak, especially because some of these episodes are really not that good. And also, I wasn't a big fan of the way the whole show ended. I thought the finale was really disappointed. Really, nothing gets resolved. All it does is sort of set up for, I guess, Chris Carter wanted to do a third X Files movie that would deal with the alien invasion, which which is revealed in this season to take place December 22nd, 2012. But it's 2012 now, and there's no plans for a third X Files movie. So ultimately, what the show leads up to is nothing because nothing gets resolved in the end, which is too bad. But nonetheless, it is a great show, and I really enjoyed it. And next up is another TV show created by Chris Carter, which premiered around the fifth or sixth season of the X Files. And it's a show starring Lance Hendrickson, and that show is Millennium. And this is the complete first season. I also have season 2 and season 3, which is the final season because it was canceled after season 3. I saw a little bit of this show. I saw the first 2 episodes of season 1. It's a really good show. I highly recommend it, especially if you like Lance Henriksen because he's great in this show. So yeah, that's Millennium, and I have the complete series. I also want to check out that other show that Chris Carter did, which was a spin-off of the X Files, The Lone Gunman, because I actually like those characters. And that show only lasted one season, and it's actually pretty cheap on Amazon. Okay, so next up is the movies, the actual movies. I got two individual films. First up is Quantum of Solace, the second James Bond film with Daniel Craig, which I do like. I like this one. I saw this one in theater. I didn't see Casino Royale in theater, but I did see this one. I know a lot of people who like Casino Royale were disappointed with this one because they kind of went a step backwards by having, less realism in this one as opposed to the first one that had, James Bond getting into these tough situations like being in a car accident and passing out. Whereas in this, he goes through all this shit and just walks away like nothing happened. But you know what? Nonetheless, it was an entertaining film, and I had a lot of fun. I thought Daniel Craig does a really good job as James Bond. So yeah, that's Quantum of Solace. Next up is kind of an underrated comedy that I saw a while back in the day when I used to have HBO and Cinemax. They aired this one quite a few times, and I watched it uh, on there, and that is I don't know if you can see it. Sorry about the glare, guys. Held Up with Jamie Foxx. It's a very fun movie. It's basically Jamie Foxx plays a guy traveling through the desert with his girlfriend, and his girlfriend leaves him out there, and his car gets stolen, and he ends up at this convenience store where he's calls the cops. He's waiting there for somebody else to give him a ride, and the place ends up getting robbed, and he's basically stuck there as a hostage. Um, it's a pretty fun movie. Not a lot of people really, I think, have heard of this one or really talk about it, but it's fun. I had a lot of fun with this one with Hellboy. I recommend it. And next up is a box set of a trilogy of films, and I wanted to get this set because these are really the best versions of the films. If you want to get any special features at all, these are the ones. This is the set you need to get, or try to get these individually, and that is Die Hard, the Ultimate Collection, which has the first three Die Hard films. These are basically the two special editions. Really awesome set. I was able to get this brand new off of Amazon. I paid about $40 for it, but it was worth it to finally get the best versions of those films. Alright, so lastly, I'm just going to show uh, some video games that I picked up. I got a couple of these online, um, and then the rest I picked up at GameStop because um, I took a game and my sister's old Nintendo DS that she didn't want anymore, and I traded it in, and I got some store credit, and I was able to get these without having to pay any cash. And the first two I got online, and that is Resistance: Fall of Man, which is a first-person shooter. When the consoles first came out, this was a PS3 exclusive, and this is one of the games that I had heard of was an exclusive to the PS3, and it was one of the reasons why I wanted a PS3. Because when the new systems first came out, I had an Xbox 360 because it was cheaper, but I knew that one day I wanted to check this out. So now that I have a PS3, I can check it out, and I'm looking forward to playing through this. Next up, the other game I got online, John Woo's Stranglehold, which is a third-person shooter, and it's actually a sequel to John Woo's Hard Boiled. Because if you can see right there, that's Chow Yun Fat, and um, and this is the character from um, Hard Boiled Tequila, and you get to play it as him in this game, and it is basically a sequel to Hard Boiled. So if you're a fan of that film, definitely check the game out because it's got a lot of that Hong Kong action, John Woo, elements to it, like bullet time, and you get to carry two guns and all that. So looking forward to checking that out. And these next three games I got at GameStop with the store credit. Uh, since I got the first one online, I decided to get Resistance 2. And I picked up a game that I had for the 360, but the disc is scratched to shit. And that is Fear. First Encounter Assault Recon, a very fun first-person shooter, but it's also creepy as shit. Some of the shit they throw at you, you get like creepy little girls and shit like that. I don't know if you can see that back there in the corner. That little girl. That bitch pops up like in random places and just creeps you out. And then lastly, it's actually a game for the Wii. We have a Nintendo Wii, but it's actually my sister's, but she doesn't use it that much. And I wanted to try this game on the Wii to see how it works. And that is Resident Evil 4. And I want to see how this game works on the Wii. I used to have this for the PS2, but I never got past like the first level. And then I let a friend of mine borrow it, and he never gave it back. And I don't even hang out with that guy anymore, so I doubt I'll ever see that again. Um, so I got this for the Wii to see how it controls on that. And my sister doesn't really use the Wii that much anymore, so we'll try this out on that. Okay, so that's pretty much all the stuff I got. Uh, haven't really been buying that much stuff because actually recently I just opened up a bank account and I'm still waiting for my debit card to show up, and I'm gonna be putting some money into that with my next couple paychecks. And then when I get a good amount of money in there, I'm gonna just buy some more stuff. So there might be another massive update down the road. Um, so yeah, thanks for watching this. And if you guys are wondering what's coming next, I'm actually working on a playthrough of this game called Painkiller Hell Wars that I showed off in another update. It's a first-person shooter. Uh, might upload the first two parts of that I got done with. Um, and then might upload some more movies. I think the next one I upload might be Red Sun Rising with Don Wilson. So yeah, look forward to that, and talk to you guys later. And yeah, hopefully picture quality isn't too bad on this. It's just easier for me to do it here in my room than out there in the living room. So yeah, talk to you guys later.